Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
All right. Why?
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Finding room at midfield. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 74 yards. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on.
I know you got the cheetah. I know you're going to be going deep.
That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch.
McCole Hardman?
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown.
Tyreek is not on Kansas City.
Where were the safeties? You don't expect him.
Tyreek on Miami, bro.
And next thing you know, he's running into the
goalpost
this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Yeah.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Enjoy the water. Water.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
For real.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And some space here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Where you at? You in Miami? What state you at?
Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
I don't know your main team.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return
you can't do that, bro.
Positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Nah, you can't right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
No.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early. first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about
Yeah,
it.
bro,
And
me
when
too,
we
bro.
look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
In search of 4
After this
yards
game,
here
go
to
home.
pick up the first
Jackson.
down. Here's Tua.
Yeah, bro.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays.
After this game, I'm going to let you go for
Jackson.
Jackson.
Points.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Yeah, he be passing that shit slow
Curious
for real.
decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy
Your
call.
icon
Mark
of me,
off the
huh?
5 and keep it moving.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
It's easy.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
No, I do the routes.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
All right.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Here we go.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. On the move to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop.
Yeah.
Never got going.
Yeah.
A loss of a couple.
I got
And it's 2nd down.
Yeah.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole.
Yeah. Yo. Who you gonna sub? Nah, bro, don't quit the game, man. If you quit, we can't run it back. So your icon don't be on when you pass? Oh, you gonna try to turn it on? Well, your icon's supposed to be on. That shit is like automatically, bro.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The icon on.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays
Come on,
right
bro,
where it
don't put
is. Now
I
he's
wanted to
back
run it
out there
back
to
to
boom
you.
this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Oh, you gotta go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their
You
next
said you gotta
drive.
go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for Miami.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't really.
Should have just run it in, bro.
incomplete.
Right.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that is caught. Touchdown,
Good shit.
Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Yeah.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes on the slant. He's got Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24
come on, man.
yards.
Play the game, though.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Tell you.
Let's go, D. 52's the mark.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
No, check that. We have Mike 52 right here.
And again, it's Mahomes.
Young boy. Well, you know what the music, boy.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
But you know the song.
They'll try to run this one in. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I want to see you score, man. You got to score, man.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Yeah, you got to score 2 touchdowns.
The Dolphins at the
one with
line ready for
Tyreek
their
and one
next
with
drive.
Wallace.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough
That's the
certainly
Penguin,
to get
bro.
points out of this drive, and they need it right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the...
You can't score with Tyreek. I got Tyreek on a lot.
It would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have the Dolphins
first
down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yep.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception.
I don't want Tyreek Hill
to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Tyreek Hill a cheat code.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this one is incomplete.
How you do that?
This defense is continuing to contest every
ball
that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Yeah.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They'll roll him, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Yo.
Now after the touchdown, here's
You ain't gonna do
Butker
that
on to
shit.
kick it
Yeah,
away.
come on, man.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line.
That's what I want to learn doing good at kick return, man. You gotta show me the tricks, bro.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's second and a yard.
Yep.
Tua going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now
Score,
it's
score
third
with
and
Tyreek
one.
right now. Score.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, come on. I'm waiting on you to score, bro.
Break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed.
You can score with anybody. You don't have to be tired.
An open hole to complete that pass.
Tua on fourth down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 72 yards. And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming
That was
of.
hard, right?
It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all
That was
three
nasty,
phases.
right?
It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL, you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Come on, man. You got to shoot.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And quickly to Kelsey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's...
Hold up, bro. All right.
Something to take pride in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, good looking out, Drew.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's your brother.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I want to play him next.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds.
Hey, let me play your cousin next.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward.
To a hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately.
And the pressure gets to him again. George Karlaftis make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Come on, he's only seconds, bro.
And a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contact.
But how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they get a 4th quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second half shutout.